We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin. On November 21st, 2021, Darrell E. Brooks drove an SUV into participants and observers at a Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin, killing 6 people and injuring 62 others. Brooks was out on $1,000 bail at the time for hitting his ex-girlfriend with the same SUV during a domestic dispute. Brooks, who had already had a lengthy criminal record, could spend the rest of his life in prison if he's convicted of the 5 counts of intentional homicide that he has been charged with. This time, a judge set bail at $5 million. Media outlets initially reported Brooks was fleeing from police following a knife fight, implying his driving through the parade was accidental. Local police denied it had pursued Brooks at the time. But even after Brooks was charged with intentional homicide, various journalists and headlines described the attack as, quote, crash, unquote. Liberal media did not want to report that this was an intentional attack because Brooks happened to be black. Now, what makes this incident even more horrific is that it was completely avoidable. This is a direct result of the defund the police movement and the leftist movement to eliminate bail and close prisons. Activist prosecutors who have completely ignored the needs of victims have been refusing to prosecute crime, offering low bail amounts and otherwise siding with criminals over the populace. The Christmas Parade is not the only example of this, but it is the most egregious. In cities where left-leaning politicians defunded the police, crime has been on the rise. Crime rose so much, in fact, that in liberal areas like Seattle and Minneapolis, the people made it clear in the most recent election that they want to refund the police. In Minneapolis, Representative Ilhan Omar actively campaigned to get rid of the police and replace it with an ill-defined public safety agency. Voters overwhelmingly voted against her proposal. In California, we have recently seen gangs of criminals coordinating attacks on retail locations. Since theft of less than $1,000 in these areas is considered a misdemeanor and prosecutors aren't bringing charges, these criminals have been operating without restraint. Since they are acting in concert, the law says they can be charged with conspiracy to commit a crime, which is a felony. Prosecutors so far have refused to file those charges. The problem here is that the left looks at the criminal justice system as an attack on poor people and minorities. While I will not say the system is perfect, far from it, the idea that we should abolish it instead of fixing its flaws is ludicrous. More people will die and more people will suffer if we allow the legal system to put the criminal ahead of the victims and allow the left to use the legal system as a tool for their political agenda. That's the raw, naked truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts. You can also find us on the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and wherever you find podcasts. We'll see you next time.